Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bobby's Reviews. Today we're going to review Moon Knight. Just dropped on Disney Plus a few days ago. It stars Ethan Hawke and Oscar Isaac. And, of course, Oscar Isaac's other personalities. This is going to contain spoilers, so if you have not seen the first episode, please go check it out and then come back. If you just want to stick around to listen to me review it, then by all means, enjoy. So, the TV show, by the way it's shot, it looks like a movie, and we get introduced to Ethan Hawke without any words. He is drinking some water. He takes his glass and folds it up in a towel or a cloth, and then he breaks it with his hammer. And then he shakes the glass into his shoes. And then he shuffles it to make sure it's even. And then he proceeds to put the shoes on. He gets up, and you can hear the glass grinding and crunching under his feet. And he just starts walking away. And then we get introduced to Oscar Isaac, who is, wakes up, and he's chained to his bed railing. He's got locks on the doors. He's got tape going up to show a seal, like if it was broken or not. And I guess he can't get his days together. He blacks out, and he suffers from a condition where he's got multiple personalities, and he can't seem to get a hold of it. He's trying his best to cope with it. He's got sand around his bed to see if there's any footprints, and it's very tough. And you could tell with Oscar, first name basis. Totally friends, that he's a good guy. He's a sweet man. And by the way, it started off, I had no idea, because he plays a British a person. One of his personalities is British. And I could not believe, because some people that do a British accent that are American. By the way, congratulations to an American for getting a role that's British, because I know a lot of people from England, UK, come down here and do fantastic English accents. American. But you got Oscar Isaac doing it. And he's just super cool. And everybody is just an absolute a-hole to him. They're not nice. His boss is a dick. The security guards there are dicks. And there's this one lady that's going to go on a date with him. And he's like, well, hold on. You ask me out? So I could do a better English impression than that. But he kind of has a little bit of a Cockney accent, and I don't know all the accents up there, but just his voice and his character is endearing, and right from the get-go. He blacks out, and he ends up waking up in a different country, and he's being shot at. He's got a broken jaw. And I'll say this, it was cool to see when they got to the scene where some country, Belgium or Switzerland or wherever, they were shooting on location. So it was beautiful. It felt real. It wasn't a CGI blue screen, green screen, which, Marvel needs to get away from. That's why I think Eternals was just beautiful, because it was shot on location. Shot on location. He gets confronted by the character of Ethan Hawke, who is, I guess, this religious cult leader that goes practices Egyptian powers based on one of the Egyptian gods. I forgot her name, but he's judging people left and right. A dude lives, the woman dies, based on his, power. They've got a great car chase scene where anytime he's getting ready to just get hurt or something bad's going to happen to him, he blacks out and he wakes up, and the way that they edit it to where he starts blacking out and comes back, you go, oh God, what happened? He killed a guy. The next time he wakes up after blacking out, he's driving backwards down this hill. And it was just super entertaining. And then he wakes up thinking that it was just a dream because he's back in his bed. And the tape's up and everything's fine. And, I forgot to talk about the fish. He has a fish. First couple minutes of the show, they show him feeding his fish, and he's got like a Nemo thing. There's like one fin. And then when he comes back from this waking up, from the car chase, the fish has two fins. Don't know the significance of that, but he realizes that he's got to go on this date that he had set up. Steak time. And he goes to the restaurant, and he calls the lady because he's waiting on her, and she's all pissed off at him because it's Sunday and he thinks it's Friday. So when he blacked out, and I guess the other character, Mark, who will get introduced later, he blacked out, and he was essentially gone for a couple of days, missed the date. She's upset, says, "Lose my number, cheers." And then he has to because he asked the waiter, what day is it? And he goes, "It's Sunday." And the look on his face of sheer disappointment that it's actually true, that he missed this date, that he lost 2 days. And he orders a steak to go and goes back to his apartment and, or his flat, as he says. It's just so sad. He's calling his mom, not sure if he actually has a mom, because I guess find out Mark later. So he goes into his flat. He sees these lines after he drops his chocolate truffles on the ground where his desk was moved, and he proceeds to move the desk over to where it stops. He goes up and he reaches into the wall and he grabs a phone, an old flip phone, which is one of my first phones. So that's my age. My first phone was a flip phone from Nokia, back when Nokia was was around. But he sees all these numbers, the same lady. I forgot what the name. If anybody does see this, comment below. Let me know the name. But he sees this name and he calls and he goes, "Hey, I just found this phone." And she's all upset, like, "Where have you been, Mark?" And he's like, "Why are you calling me Mark?" And she's like, "What's up with this accent?" And it's kind of a cool thing. But I think one of the last things that you see is he goes back to the museum where he works because he's working there, and Ethan Hawke finds him and said, "You said that you worked at a museum, but I thought you were lying, but here you are." And goes to confront him. Oscar's trying to ask for the security's help, but the security is showing the wrist that they're part of this cult too, and they're with Ethan, and so you've got that, and then he grabs his hands and I guess to judge him, and his cane swinging, and then he goes, "You've got chaos in you," and I wanted him to say, "That means that you're a scarlet witch," but he didn't say that, even though when he said chaos, I was just waiting for the WandaVision plug. That would have been great. "That means you're a wizard, Harry." And he lets him go. He runs away. But there's this great scene where I guess one of the ancient hounds awakens and starts hunting him down. And Oscar's running as fast as he can, gets into the bathroom. The sheer horror, the way it was shot, was very cool. They didn't really show the beast, front. It was either in the shadows or was a quick second of it. But he ends up in the bathroom and he's looking over, and there is Mark and one of the other mirrors talking to him, asking for permission to, "Hey, I'm going to save you, but I need control over your body." And he finally gives in. He starts to transform as the monster's breaking down the wall. And that monster jumps on him, and the camera doesn't stay there. It goes to the outside in the hallway, and you hear this fight going on, and you see a sink fly out and smash against the wall. And then you don't see Moon Knight right away. You see this beast trying to escape the bathroom and get away. And you see it all of a sudden being dragged back in. And here's Moon Knight just handling this thing and punching the crap out of it. Punching the life out of it. Oscar, his character, was terrified of that beast, but that beast was terrified of what he, found in the bathroom. And that was the end of the episode. And I've watched it twice. And I cannot wait for, I think it drops Tuesday midnight, which I'm not going to be one of these guys that waits until midnight. I'll watch it the next morning. That's typically when people are sleeping. But that's 12 p.m. West Coast, and I'm on the East Coast. That's 4 a.m. No thanks. But yeah, guys, if y'all have seen the first episode, drop your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. And if you like the content, please click the like button and subscribe and the bell notification so when I put new videos up, you're made aware. Until next time, see you later.